Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Hell Let Loose stream, or good afternoon as well. I'm not sure where you're watching this from or when you're watching this, but for me it is 11 a.m. in the morning here, so good morning. And yes, today we're going to be watching a match between ROFS and WRTB. Now, this is an important match for both teams as this is the Summit Valley quarterfinals. So, for those who aren't aware, Summit has finished its group stages and now has moved into a two brackets, which is the Summit and Valley. Valley is the lower of the two. So both these teams are playing for a place in the semi-final. So yeah, big match, knockout match for both teams here. So one of these will not be seeing the next round after this match. So yeah, just a quick update on the, or not update, just a quick note on the rules. So Summit rules, obviously. So no Panther tank, indestructible nodes, and one-man artillery. Just gonna give you some information on the other two Valley games. I believe there's still two to play. Let me just confirm that for you now. But while I find the information, make sure you go and check out Smithers. He is casting the other side of this match to me, so he'll be streaming ROF's point of view. I have linked his channel in the description here, so make sure to go over there and show him some love because he is a lovely guy. So yeah, so I was looking at the Valley. Yeah, so the two other teams. Sorry, there's been three other matches. Two other matches have been played already, and it looks like there's gonna be another match today for Valley. So then both those winners will go into the semi-final, and then there'll be a final, obviously. So later today, we're having a matchup between 1SVS and 21st. That's being streamed by Mac Paper. I'm sure you all know Mac Paper well. He's been streaming for a while now on Hell Let Loose. Then we had two matches yesterday. Yesterday, so the first match that was played was 3-5 against KRFC. That was streamed yesterday by Anna and Mac Paper as well. And 3-5 came out victorious on that match. And then for AMZR first, streamed by Guskit, that was a victory towards first. So not sure how the matchup's going to work exactly for semi-final, but both 3-5 and first are through to semi-final, and today we'll be finding out if either 1SPS and 21st or ROFS and WRTB will make it through to the semi-finals. Now on the upper bracket for the Summit, we had three matches yesterday between Legion and 9PZ. Then we had 6th versus EXO, and then Taco versus 22nd. So for the first match, Legion came out victorious 5-0 in that match. For 6th and EXO, oh shit, actually, is my music still playing? No, sorry, it's just in my ears. Sorry, for some reason I was really calm, and I was like, why am I really calm? And I realized there's music playing. Let me turn that off. So yeah, sorry, where was it? Yes, so for the Legion game, Legion came out 5-0 against 9PZ that match. For 6th and EXO, 6th came in victorious there with a 3-2 victory over EXO, and then Taco, their match against 22nd, that came out to a 5-0 victory for Taco. So the last remaining match for the Summit QF is, I believe it's Merc versus Pathfinders, is it? Wait, no, who's that? Philo. I know Philo is, I always forget what the name of them are, but I think it's, well, I don't want to say Pathfinders. I don't know if it is Pathfinders. Let me have a look. I mean, I know it's first in, last out is what Philo means, but I think it is Pathfinders is their actual name. I just need to confirm that because I always get a bit mixed up when I see Philo. Obviously, I don't want to misspeak. So I'm gonna actually just find their emblem right now while I'm here. It is, yeah, it is Pathfinders first in, last out. Yes. So the last remaining match for Summit, the Summit quarterfinals is Merc versus Pathfinders, and that's taking place later tonight, and that is being streamed by Casanova. So yeah, so the Summit semi-finals will be interesting with matchups between Taco. I mean, I don't know exactly who is going to be playing who, but the options are there's going to be Taco, Sixth, and Legion, and then it's either going to be Merc and Pathfinders. So some juicy matchups there for the semi-final, and as well for the Valley here. So make sure to stay tuned for the next round of matches, which will probably be the weekend after next. I'm just going to see what the delay is because we were meant to start 8 minutes to go. It looks like we're just waiting for WRTB to field their 50 players. Now, for those of you who might be aware, I did try to stream a WRTB match not too long ago for Summit. What match was that? Was it the 21st match? I think it was, yeah, the 21st match, and WRTB was not able to field their full team, which hopefully, which hasn't happened now today because they do have over 45 players, so they will be able to start. But it was a bit of a rocky start for WRTB, as their first few matches against, they lost their first match against Taco, second match was against First, and they also lost that. Now close, there was a 2-3 loss. Then obviously 21st they didn't get to field their players. Then they played against KRC, and they did lose that match as well. So they haven't won a game as far as I'm aware in the Summit. So this would be an interesting match to watch, see if they manage to pull off a win here, as opposed to ROFS. Let's go through their win-loss is. So ROFS actually started off strong here, winning their first match against Pathfinders. That was a 3-2 victory on this map actually. So then they also played Legion in the next week and lost that match 5-0. So yes, so that's a 1 win, 1 loss so far. And then for their third match against First, they won that match 3-2. So favourites really for this match are going to be ROFS, just purely based on their win-loss ratio in previous rounds. They are currently on a win-loss ratio of 2-2, as they've won against First and wait, no, they won against, sorry, I've got mixed up here. They've won against Pathfinders, sorry, and was it First? Yeah, First. So 2-2, and they lost against Merc and Legion. Right, let's have a look. Just trying to see why it hasn't started just yet, but it looks like we're starting soon. Hopefully anyway. Just gonna check if you can hear my fan background, because for those who aren't living in Europe, which I don't imagine there's not a lot of players, people watching this who aren't in Europe, but there's a heat wave. So and obviously I'm in Ireland, so the houses in Ireland aren't really built for hot weather, bricks, no air conditioning, all that kind of lovely stuff. So been dying. So I've been needing a fan. So I'm just gonna check there's no background noise, because obviously that's the last thing I want to have happen on a stream, have any background noise that isn't really meant to be there. So just give me a second. I'm gonna go quiet here, just test my audio. Okay, that sounds good. I didn't hear any background noise, which is good. Yeah, so like heat waves in Ireland, it's like, so yesterday it was like 32 or 33 degrees, and it's just impossible to survive. There's no wind at all, so yeah, can't go without a fan. Luckily, it's meant to return to some sort of some sort of normality with the rain coming back tomorrow, so that should be good. Looking forward to that. First time I'd ever think I'd say I'm looking forward to the rain, but yeah. So yeah, actually, let's just talk about the map for a small bit here, because we're on Sainte-Marie-du-Mont right now. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this map. I think the 3 midpoints are always a good. Oh, we're starting actually. Anyway, yeah, and I think the 3 midpoints are always a good kind of bunch to play. Hard to pick a favorite between all of. Oh yeah, sorry, I meant to be allies. Yeah. Wait. Now I'm back into the German. Wait, what? I'm assuming we're switching again. Unless. Wait, did I get this? Did I get this stuff wrong? Wait, WRTB not. Oh, 1 second. Wait. Yeah. Okay, I need to change your stuff around, because I thought they were who wants to be joining for. Oh, fuck's sake, I hate the way this. Right, there he is. Charlie Squad. Okay. Alright, make sure I was following that one. Let me just check it, because it says on the planner that that ROFs are access, which I have, and oh, okay, yeah. Bear with us. It seems to have some technical difficulties, but it seems to be working now. This seems a lot better, and it still is dugout. Dugout is a good midpoint, so can't complain too much. Right. Fox. Right, let's go. Perfect. So most players spawning middle HQ and top here. So we'll watch this truck here head off. Alright, looks like we're off. Now, just checking the audio. What can I hear? Oh, I can't. It's just very low. Oh, I realised my actual headset was quite low. Okay, I was wondering why I couldn't really hear too well. Grand, that's back now. So, right. Just a quick look at the map here, checking out the starts for WRTB. So 2 trucks heading through cattle sheds, truck heading up through Brecourt, full of SLs. Seeing two rocket snipes set up here. Let's see how they get on. Not seeing any other rocket snipes just yet. Looks like the main rocket snipe is going to be coming from this truck here, so we'll stay and follow this truck. Rocket snipe's always a big importance for these types of games. Can be the deciding factor of a mid cap or mid loss, so gotta see. One rocket snipe. Ooh. Looks like it's gonna fall a bit short. Oh, a bit too long. Second snipe over to my right somewhere. In the middle of the field. Nothing. Third rocket snipe. Where's that? No, nothing. Oh. No, nothing. Too far. Just a bit too late. Unfortunately, they were close, but just not on the buzzer. ROFS snipes not landing either. Both teams making it to the midpoint unscathed for now. We're gonna watch from this angle here so I can see everything unfold. Initial cap pressure goes towards WRTB, but is quickly snuffed out by ROFS here, so some key areas to hold here. Obviously the midpoint is obviously important, but looking over to the left side of your screen, you can see 5 points there. You can see Rum, Psych, a few players over there already, and then just below here the map edge in these hedge lines, key areas to hold in terms of getting around the enemy flanking. Looks like we have the truck. Sorry, that's Stuart. Do have the P4 sniping from all the way back there on Hugo's farm. Yep, looks sitting just to the top right of your screen there, or sorry, just the middle of your screen, sorry, middle right. And you have the Stuart down bottom left here. The cap going in the favor of ROFS at the moment here. WRTB kind of stuck here on the right side of the map, not being able to get over to the left to the midpoint, whereas ROFS more in control of the midpoint, already getting around to Valley or to Gardens here, which is troublesome for WRTB. They need to kind of hold Gardens. Obviously it's the key area for a launching point to Brecourt, so hopefully they can get that locked in. We do see the medium now up here for WRTB just on the bottom of your screen here, so that might be able to relieve some pressure, but the angles not going to be angling too much. Angling? Not going to be seeing too much just yet. Slight contest there from WRTB as they are getting more bodies onto the point, but ROFS spawning in, getting a few more players. WRTB actually starting to cap back, but ROFS just getting that a few more players in to overwhelm that pressure. We'll go on board here with Levinus on the strong point here, see how he gets on. Need He doesn't survive too long. It's not a nice place to be in that strong point there, getting shot from all angles. Rocket snipes coming in from both teams here, but it looks like the first point will go in the favor of ROFS here. So gonna have a quick look. Gonna have to focus on their post-cap strategy here, WRTB, see how they cope with the going down of 3-2, losing the mid-cap, how will they recover. Looks like they already are losing a garrison in gardens over here. We're gonna have a quick look. It looks like it got saved by Andy Mache, I think. But yeah, the threat coming from 5 points into gardens needs to be stopped by WRTB, meaning they need to have some bodies on 5 points to stop that approach. Otherwise they're going to get flanked and flanked and flanked. Some supplies coming down now for ROFS, looking like they're going to build a garrison on point proper. Something, gonna have a look for the medium, just have a quick look at what he's getting up to. And never mind, he's actually dead. Looks like he went down to the P4 from Donut, JJ and Goofball. Starting medium for WRTB being lost, not the best start for Armour. And they are getting flanked by Lux here. Can Quinn Cooper trying to pen the Lux from the front, not possible unfortunately with the bazooka. Will go down here to the Lux. Fortunately, oh, he doesn't have a rocket, does he? He could have got under the shot there. Does go down to Peter Pan. But while that was happening, both Stuart and Medium go down to the P4 sitting on the hill. Such an overpowered spot back here on the hill. Let's have a quick look and see what he's seeing. Yeah, such an overpowered spot. Not exposing too much of the tank at all. Again with the pocket engineer here on the back. Good research from ROFS here to get into that position. So you can see now ROFS making their way up this outer road here, avoiding the fields at all costs. Cause step into that field and you die pretty much. Quick overview of the map while the teams get reorganized here. So more players now focusing on cattle sheds and map edge here. Garrison network, only 4 out of the possible 8 garrisons, so would like to see a few more garrisons maybe back here, maybe on Winter's Landing as well, just to be sure. But for now seems to be doing enough to hold the line. See if we can go on board here with Shin. See what. Oh, actually, this guy's making you play. Oh my god, Stu go. Oh, it goes down as soon as I try to spectate him. But he took out 4 or 5 players there before nearly getting to the garrison. Very close to the garrison there, so go on board here with Shin, see how he gets on. Just holding the angles. Not shooting too... not too sure if he's lagging or he just didn't see player, but we'll go on with Van Dyke here, see how he's getting on. The trench shotgun. Pushing with the trench shotgun has some range, so he needs to be shooting a bit earlier from it. But yeah, the trench shotgun broken in many scenarios, but does go down to the STG Stugo star player so far in my eyes, but does go down with a satchel in the end. But spawn waves coming off this garrison here will hold the line for a bit more, but they are risking this pressure here. We do hear a Puma just missing the garrison, as Puma would like to turn around. I think he's out of bounds right now. Is this Puma gonna die? He has 3 seconds, probably on his last 20, last 15 most likely. Will get back into the map just in time. Not gonna see the garrison. Once he turns back, he will see the garrison from this angle. should see the garrison, should stop and get the garrison. Oh, rocket snipes missing from Mijanovic, I don't know his name. Puma is not shooting the garrison. Not too sure what his game plan is. He does see the garrison now. He should see it now. Hans Gruber needs to peek. Hans Gruber saved the garrison. No. ROFS absolutely demolishing that Puma, absolutely demolishing the back line for WRTB, getting rid of their garrison and supplies, losing. Oh, garrison already replaced actually by WRTB. Quick work by Overlord there to get that garrison restated. Hans Gruber, rocket snipes going in from both Mijanovic and Hans Gruber, both missing unfortunately. So that Puma will stay alive for a bit longer. It's gonna quickly join the fight over at Gardens. Thought that rocket snipe would have hit, but no, missing again unfortunately. Having a look here at Gardens, looks like WRTB have managed to control a bit more of Gardens here, so the pressure from the left flank has been relieved for a bit, but they do have a garrison on front door here. ROFS do have a garrison on front door. I don't think any of WRTB are aware of this garrison being watched by the Puma, by the P4? Yeah, by the P4, so surely that garrison is locked out by Captain Monkey. Anyone just on the other side of that wall needs to just be standing there locking out that garrison. Don't think anyone knows really of that garrison placement, which is strange. Never mind, Ganjum does get the rocket into the garrison and kills it. P4 sitting strong on the hill there, watching Gardens here. Did I hear another shot? It's an AT gun. Butcher. I'm not too sure what you're firing at exactly, but doing good work over here. Are you seeing something on cattle sheds? What are you seeing on cattle sheds? I'm not seeing nothing just yet, but they do have a truck and some players. Snorlax SL back behind cattle sheds here. Dangerous position for WRTB to be in. Garrison on Gardens being lit up here. Psych missing his initial rocket. Bobby needs to kill that rocket before that gets a second shot off. Doesn't kill the rocket. Captain Monkey, can he protect the garrison? Captain Monkey does kill Psych here. Alpha Kilo on the way now. Do have a Stuart bottom of your screen here. Gonna try relieve some of the pressure. That garrison is locked, and they have lost the garrison map edge as well, so WRTB looking to be looking to be in a rough kind of spot here. That Puma, looks like the Puma did make it the ultimate sacrifice and did go for that garrison, did get it in the end and went down as a result. Heiji making a dive through the middle of the field here. No one really watching the middle. Both teams watching the flank. I'm hearing a Greyhound, sorry, on the bottom of my screen here. Heiji making a great run up the middle here. We're gonna have a quick look on him, see how he gets on his life here. If I can click onto him, God, let me click onto him. Oh, I hate trying to click onto him because it's such a small kind of dot to try to pick onto. Right, sorry, this is I was gonna get some OP or something down, but nothing just yet. So we'll head over to which side, left or right flank? We'll go left. But Feiji is making such a good run. I mean, I'm surprised that we have not noticed. Where is our garrison on the point? Garrison is behind the trenches over here, so it won't pick up that Feiji is here just yet. I mean, and there's two OPs just on the right side, so if Pagey stays on on the right side, this point, or the left side, Pagey just go down, never mind, by Jonovic. Good shooting in the end. Pagey, great run. Fortunate you couldn't get, well, I don't know if you got an OP down, but didn't see you place an OP, so I'm gonna assume no, fortunately, because that was a great run, great strides. Less fighting over here. I'm gonna join the right flank here, where it's only 3 WRT players to hold the line here against an onslaught of ROFS players here. We're gonna have a quick look at how the MG set up by Big Bad GM does get a shot in the end. That MG is like a light bulb. As soon as you start shooting, you're going to get shot. Big spawn from the garrison here. Peter Pan, let's have a quick look at you. Shooting through. Can't see your gun unfortunately with the first person, so obviously it's rough around the edges, this first person view, so need to hopefully they fix that in a later update. Charlie making a dive down the front, goes down to Artie. We're just gonna stay out wide here because it seems like these players are dying quicker than I can click onto them, so supplies now coming down with 4 ROFs to try get a garrison on the red blue line. Garrison's directly in the middle of the road. No SL really close to build that garrison just yet. Surprised that garrison hasn't been sniped yet by one of the ROFs players because it is just in the road. Big Bad doing God's work here, making sure that garrison doesn't get sniped, suppressing any rockets, but that already pinpoint accuracy onto the garrison. I'm only hearing here a Greyhound still. Just gonna have a quick look on the map to see what the armor situation for WRTB is, because I haven't seen any 76s just yet. So just looking at the map right now, not seeing a single 76 with 1,000 fuel in the bank. Not seeing one 76 medium going on a flank. Have WRTB not been able to field armor squads? Yes, that's concerning. At least that garrison has gone down now in the end, so right flank again exposed by ROFs. Just gonna have a quick look over in the back line for ROFs, check on their armor situation. So we do have a Tiger back here. Looks like they're trying to do some creative work back here with Hairy Beast, Haxie and Shifty getting up over the hedge. Great game knowledge here with the using the fortifications to get that extra bit of height, and the rep stations in the bunker here. Great setup by ROFs, getting their infrastructure in place. This Tiger is going to be pretty much indestructible if you can get the shots over the hedge. That is the main thing. Really surprised to not see a single 76 from WRTB is concerning. Recon plane will go over for WRTB and that will spot the Tiger, so that Tiger might have to move. Almost certain it will catch the Tiger. It won't actually. Tiger's back here, we'll just miss it. That's unfortunate. Right, let's find because this right flank here is a key area for WRTB to hold, because if they start losing this, it's not going to be a good following events for them. But this RD is just deadly accurate on this flank here. Wouldn't like to be on this flank myself here. Go on board here with Van Dyke here as he makes his way up the hedges. Unfortunately, goes down to Starbucks before we can see anything. Let's just take over in gardens again here. So it looks like WRTB have been able to hold the line. We'll zoom out for a bit here. Obviously I can't see much to the right here, so we'll stay over this far here. So yeah, it looks like WRTB have been able to hold the line, but they are at risk of losing the right flank here. They do have players now going down the middle, stopping that approach. It's just now getting enough players to push the line. I'm just gonna have a quick look at this medium over here, who has pushed up quite a bit. Just the 2-man itself pushed up quite a bit here to To no result, getting taken down by Hyper in conjunction with the P4, Donut, JJ and Goofy Ball still standing. That is the original P4 from the start here. Right flank now officially lost, and WWE are gonna have to fight to get this back, but at the moment it's not looking like they have much manpower allocated to this flank. Rockets heading over to the Greyhound. Greyhound not really reacting as quick as it should be really to the rockets flying over the back. Not sure what it's shooting at really. It's shooting at Clickety, but not hitting its shots. Greyhound really should be trying to assist in getting back the right flank here. The front door really is being held back by infantry, it seems. Airhead going down with a bombing run actually for WRTB. We'll see how this gets on. Pookie on the way to it now. Pookie will get taken out by the bombing run. P4 will be tracked but won't be taken out, so this P4 will see the airhead and take out the airhead. Oh, he's just too low depression, but that airhead's going to get demolished. Oh, looks like side branch is going to take out that airhead. Unsuccessful airhead by WRTB. Good attempt, good timing with the bombing run, but just location wise I'm not too sure that was the best location, especially if you just lost the medium in that area. So you would have hoped that the medium would have called out that there was a P4 on that hill, but yeah, don't know if the medium actually saw him, but he did get shot by him. So so just on gardens here, Blitzkrieg making a dive down the middle here. We'll go on board with Blitzkrieg here, see how he gets on with the STG, pushing the gardens. The garrison for gardens is on the back left here. This does get taken out by Captain Monkey, it looks like. Monkey goes down to Illusion. Garrison getting taken out by Hyper with the rockets. WRTB having a hard time keeping their garrisons up, slowly getting choked back into their point here as most of our players are outside the line that ROFs are forming around the point here. Just gonna have a quick look at the map here, because most players, ROFs are around this semicircle here roughly. First 76 coming up now, great to see. Might be challenging to get into a position now that can be useful. It is getting chased by three ROFs players. Looks like he did get some shots in the back. Panzer down, did get some shots in the back of the tank here. Realist looking for his opportunity to strike here with the STG in hand. We'll get the satchel on at 76. Does get stuck on the hedge here. Steph does hop out, does get killed by his friendly. Oh, that satchel is on the tank here. Don't think the crew know it's being satcheled, and that will be the first 76 for WRTB going down to a satchel. That's rough. Looks, what did I just miss there? Was that? Oh, it's just. Ah, yes, I do remember. Wait, is this where I'm looking at? Yeah, I'm looking at the right place where the tiger was. Where's the fortifications gone? Wait, am I in the right place? Yeah, I'm in the right place. Tiger was here, wasn't he? Yeah. I think a peace strike must have got rid of the fortifications, or a satchel. I must have missed a satchel play. But where's the tiger gone to? Is this the tiger here? Is that the tiger that I saw? It is, yeah, okay. I think? Yeah. Two tigers actually, sorry. Two tigers on the hill looking over dugout here. Another big satchel heading over. Big, hold on, what did I miss? Was this, well, it wasn't the airhead, but the airhead might have been enough to distract ROFs. Well, it wasn't really. This tiger is looking back at this push from WRTB. Not a, oh, actually the garrison is live, so this push can be sustained by the garrison if they just get more bodies on. If they do send the front door, they might if they do send the kitchen sink now, not front door, if they do send the kitchen sink, they might get through this back door here and get some pressure onto the cap, which might cause ROFS to fall back a small bit. As with all this pressure gone now from the front line here, ROFS have actually started the cap here, which is the problem when you try to outflank. You do leave some players, you do leave less players on your defensive point to try hold off the onslaught of what you can see here, which is ROFS encircling, slowly cutting off the oxygen from WRTB. Obviously the garrison is still in place for WRTB, but for how long? And while this is happening, while the redeploy happens, WRTB managed to get a small cap pressure onto the dugout, but it looks like it's being snuffed out, although cap has restarted again. Peace strike coming in now from WRTB. Obviously that Tiger has now moved. That garrison is still live. WRTB are 1/4 capped now, so that garrison will get taken out by that Tiger, but WRTB are just under halfway capped. ROFS in full redeploy here. Airhead for ROFS has been deployed here. They are defending, so ROFS might be able to afford to send players on the offense here, but can ROFS Mac Paper wait, what? I didn't realize Mac Paper played for ROFS, but was unable to protect the garrison and does get rocketed by Queen Cooper. Both teams being able to defend their points here. We still have a good enough presence on dugout to cause ROFS to redeploy in some amount of numbers here. We'll see how this Tiger gets on here, sitting off the rep station. Can Vled. Oh, I didn't click on this guy. What? Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. I was looking over Vled, seeing. I think he is a rocket. Does he have a trench gun? He does. Is he gonna make the run? He is gonna make the run. Is the TC looking? TC starts taking off. TC is looking, obviously looking at the satchel. ROFS. Sorry, Vlad does get taken out by HE. Hans Gruber here, next up on the list, the grease gun. Tiger does stop. Does get taken out again by HE. Need to be getting on the other side of that tank, guys. That Tiger will now reverse back up, create some space from all those satchels. 2 satchel attempts survived by that Tiger. Great shooting and driving by that crew there, Shifty and Haxi, and good spots by that by TC as well. Great teamwork there. You love to see it. Second 76 now up on the field for WRTB. Might have more success than their counterparts. They do take out what was a AT gun. Yeah, AT gun. Good spot. Having a quick look at Blitzkrieg here, I think, is he STG? If I can get onto him, please. There you go. He is STG. Will start firing into the... Oh, gets gunned down. Taking a few with him before he goes, but doing enough. Recon plane coming across now for ROFS. We'll see what that's gonna spot. Is it just over me? It's just over me. Yeah. So we'll spot a lot of this. It might pick up the heavy. Sorry, but we'll pick up all the bodies on the 4th point. MG42 on the front door actually of dugout. Gonna quickly relocate here. Risky play sitting up there because he is going to get shot from the right by, I think it was Dart Invader. Wait, what? Brilliant. Brilliant names. Gonna have a quick look at the fight back, the battle back for the right flank here. Going on board with Van Dijk here. Van Dijk missing his shots, unfortunately, but Puppy Xmas does go down in the end here to, I think it was Hans Gruber or Overlord, not too sure, can't confirm, but what's that? Oh, supplies. German supplies. Wait, is there players back here? German supplies dropping down for... just for the placement. It looks like Snorlax is the only SL really close that can cause a threat coming through cattle sheds. I don't think there's anyone in cattle sheds right now to stop that approach. WRTB, just quick recap here, just looking over the field. So they've lost control of gardens, but are now fighting, focusing their efforts back on the right flank. Front door pressure has been stalled for a small while here from ROFS, partly due to WRTB managing to get some players up, but now ROFS slowly creeping back in to that field. Peter Pan taking his chances running across the field here. I'm not sure how he hasn't got sniped yet from one of the ROFS players. Rocket snipe from Mary Janovic. Missing, but garrison placements so far, 2 red zone garrisons, both by PS Farm here, and then 1 on point proper. Heavy tank taking a shot from, looks like from dugout. Is he going to be able to cut the angle in time? Does cut the angle just enough to hit the tracks. This Tiger might still have an angle. This Tiger does still have an angle on the tank. Does he? Pretty sure that Tiger still has an angle. I don't know if he can shoot through that. It looks like he could shoot through that. I don't know. Could he? Oh, it's tight. It's really tight, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, that's a tight angle. I don't know if he can get that shot. Definitely knows he's there though, so that 76 is pinned. Don't know, this 76 might need to back up a bit more and just get out of dodge, because these hedges aren't tall enough really to give him too much protection. Might need to dug off to the left here. Another airhead from WRTB going front door this time, straight onto the point. Sorry, turn my notifications off. Yeah, brilliant. Yes, airhead coming in front door, pretty ballsy from the commander, Apache Garrison here. It's gonna get picked up pretty quickly by at least 5 ROFS players here. Partnered with a bombing run, good timing. We'll get a few players here with the bombing run. Getting 1, 2 players. Unfortunately not enough to protect that garrison. 76 does get a shot in the Tiger while all this is happening. See if the 76 can get a second shot. 76 unable to get a second shot, but that Tiger is still on the hill there. Tiger missing his shots there. 76 also missing his shots there. Tiger exchanging 1 hit. 76, I think, no rep stations. Tiger does have rep stations. The 76 will go down here. 76 does go down to the Tiger on the hill by dugout. I'm pretty sure he had rep stations, which is... oh no, he had no rep stations. Oh no, that's bad. Yeah. I mean that 76 had the first shot, had the set. I don't think he hit the second shot, but had the shots, had the time to get the shots in on that Tiger, but just was unable to perform in the moment. So yeah, just looking at the flanks here, quickly see how quickly this game changes. Really, both flanks now lost by WRTB again. Both left flank Gardens and right flank being pressured, and the choke again happening again for ROFS as they are forming a circle around the point, unable to breach the front door pretty comprehensively just yet, but hopefully, or not hopefully, but we'll see soon enough if that can evolve, as Panzer down making his push across the hedges into the point here. Does see the AT gun, won't be shooting it just to maintain his position in stealth. Looking for that garrison, I assume he is. Not sure why it's glitching out so much. Sorry, that was really annoying. Does get taken out. Oh, he has satchel. Never mind. I didn't realize he had STG. The garrison. He's very close to the garrison there. Will get Gengar, as Gengar does look the other way. Will he get Tim as well? Tim saving the garrison by killing that by that vital kill. But the artillery now for ROFS, absolutely demolishing anyone who responds. Garrison does go down along with a few OPs as well. Good bombing run there by the ROFS commander. Now WRTB are only stuck to their backup garrisons here on the red blue line. That would be if they were to lose Brecourt. Sorry, this is too close quarters for any first person, unfortunately. Supplies dropping. Oh yeah, supplies dropping for WRTB here. Still fighting. Still a fight happening over the right flank here. ROFS have finally breached the front door for Brecourt Battery, and now WRTB will start losing the point pretty soon here. No garrisons on the point proper. You can see the cap has started already for ROFS. I'm not seeing much of a response. I'm not seeing how the response is going to be effective from WRTB, as the garrison is so far away from the point here. And it is like at least 200 meters away from the mid of the point there, so it is looking like the point will probably go to ROFS here. If they just got a few more players into the point there, then it would be, the fate would be sealed. But we'll have a look, see how it goes. WRTB managing to get enough players into the soft cap to stop the initial cap here, but ROFS using this time to make massive gains in the front door here. 76, bottom of your screen, finally pulling up here, getting stuck in the trench here. Should see the 76, I believe. 76 at the top of your screen there with side branch just on the top there. Won't seem actually just because of the hedgerows, but might actually get a glimpse of him through the hedge here. Don't know if the commander's looking at him. Don't know. Yeah, Steph is not looking. Steph does seem offensive airhead actually for ROFS here. The defensive airhead is in his place just behind to get bodies quickly up onto the front here. This Tiger does see the 76. I don't think the 76 knows he's getting shot at by, or where he's getting shot from. Second Tiger getting shots towards the 76 back there. Might have to look a bit closer at your screen here for this range, but you can see the ROFS players making strides along with the Tiger. We'll join the fight again, see how things progress. You do see the airhead for ROFS just sitting behind, helping the spawns on the front door, as I'm sure they have no I'm sure they have enough OPs, but just in case the timers weren't synced up. The third Tiger now making his way up. Oh, sorry, what are you getting shot from? Oh, you're getting shot from all the way back here, are you? By Van Dyke, Obert and Comey. Looks like that's the second 76 missing its shots, missing vital shots. Oh, sorry, it's medium. Never mind. Not gonna get any kind of shots in, unfortunately. He needs 76. This Tiger needs to. Oh, this Tiger doesn't really move anywhere. Actually, sorry. This medium needs to move. He's gonna die. Medium will go down now to the Tiger on the hill, I'm assuming. Yeah. Like now. Now. No. Excuse me? Why is this not? Oh, he's behind the hedge. Is he? Alright, yeah. Okay, that's enough. So yeah, Tiger sitting on the front door here. Not sure where the 76 is back here all the way, pinned down by the Tiger on the hill. But we'll go on board here with Gengar, have a quick look at how he's getting on. Not being able to land his shots, unfortunately, so zoom out and see that ROFS are capping point again. Have started a strong cap here with Tiger in support. .76 just behind me, getting shot at by the Tiger to the right of his screen. 76 will go down here. Oh, just gets out of the way. Good driving and reaction by the tank driver there, which is, I don't know, it's either Spocky or Meister. But ROFS just half capped now, so ROFS just over half capped. WRTB making their way back in from Gardens, but I'm not sure it will be enough to stop this cap. That Tiger is still sitting on the point there. Might need to maybe focus on getting into the point. Defensive bombing run coming over now for WRTB. That 76 still getting shot at, as those Tigers are still on the hill. 76 does go down in the end to the overwhelming pressure put on him by 3 Tigers. Defensive bombing run, not getting too many kills, getting maybe 1 or 2, but you can see there's an OP on point there, which will enable ROFS to cap the point here, and we will go up to a 4-1. Defensive airhead for WRTB coming in a bit too late, does get wiped when the point flips, so WRTB are now WRTB are now pushed back to their final and last point, Winter's Landing, dropping supplies as they have only one garrison up right now. Not too sure why there's only one garrison. Need to be having a bit more garrisons up, as it was pretty safe to say that the point was going to be lost. The commander should have probably seen that and got these garrisons placed. Only 2 garrisons. There isn't a lot of space to work with, I'll give you that. Like only 400 meters. So WRTB managing to start a cap back on the point here, so hopefully they can. The Tiger still just sitting on the point here proper, not going to be moved with much ease, as there isn't any response from the WRTB armor. This is only a Stuart, not going to be able to get much of an impact. Cap has started for both points there. It is contested on Winter's Landing and is being stopped by ROFS on Brecourt. Both Tigers now pushing up in conjunction with each other, trying to support each other there. Rocket snipes going across to both Tigers there, but unable to be of not being able to penetrate. There's one penetration from Peter Pan into the tracks, but only tracks. Cap has started on Winter's Landing. We'll have a quick look at where the pressure is coming from. It is being snuffed out. Looks like it was being killed by Realist. Peace Strike. Did I just miss Peace Strike? I did. Peace Strike. I don't think it affected anything here. Just gonna take a second here to look at the map here, so you can see both flanks by the WRTB are being pushed and pressured. First in gardens and second on the map edge there. No front door pressure just yet. Lost our garrison just back here on the red-blue. Commander had to deploy a reinforce. just gonna check what was that there. You can see the garrison. Sorry, you can see the garrison just back here from WRTB giving it support is the #1 priority for WRTB, as that is the main push garrison just for Recourt. See the lines forming. You see, actually, hold on, there's a squad leader just in the middle of the chaos back here. How did he end up there? Guess he's looking for the garrison. Not sure where the garrison for ROFS is right now. He's getting shot at, so won't be staying alive for too much longer, I don't imagine. Yes, he goes down in the end there. That's to be expected. It's so far deep. Just again checking the map here. Looks like WRTB still kind of stuck on this road here, just outside Recourt, unable to push the front door too effectively as ROFS are just locking it down. 35 minutes left to go. Being a pretty one-sided game in terms of ROFS just capping and being able to hold back WRTB. There has been a few attempts by WRTB to get in behind, and they have been successful with a garrison, especially back behind in this area here. They had a garrison up there for a while, but they did get snuffed out in the end by a tiger, and they just that's the only real memorable part that they had from an offensive point of view. The big thing for me that I'm seeing from WRTB is the lack of armor. They haven't really had many heavy tanks. They've had 2 or 3, I believe, and they've both been taken out with great efficiency by ROFS. So maybe that's something to take away from this league in general. Just with the armor support, they need to just do a bit better, I think. Whether that be just focus on training or just working together. I haven't seen 2 tanks work together like they have at ROFS. ROFS have been staggering their attacks, making sure each tank is kind of covered. Having that tiger sitting back on the hill, just a great advantage. Get a full overview of the field in front of them and the point. See WRTB slowly making ways into the point, but not in big enough force to start capping, unfortunately. Go on board here with Big Bad and have a look at his journey. MRND goes down as soon as I start watching. Always seems to be the case when you start to try to watch a player. Actually, just seeing there, I didn't realize my thumbnails weren't actually fit to the screen. That's unfortunate. I'll have to fix that at a later date. But anyway, back to the game here. Yeah, so ROFS making their way front door here. So it was kind of a quick look at the back line here. Looks like there isn't too much pressure right now from ROFS on the back line here. They are getting a few players in around the back. Realist for one, Snorlax. But not too much pressure just yet. Main force of ROFS is just on the point itself and the map edge flank. They do have a few players over the far left here on the road making their way up. Is that's supplies back there? We do have a garrison on, not Pierre's, it's not Hugo's. What farm is that again? So many farms. What's it called again? It is Rue. Sorry, yeah, Rue de la Gare. Few players coming across from Rue there, but won't get close to the point for a while. So there's a lot of fighting on the trenches over here, so we're gonna have a quick look over here and see how they get on. Rockets coming in from Illusion there, not cutting out the spawn point, I think. Did they? No, they haven't. They haven't got the spawn point just yet, but these players fighting for their life to protect that spawn point. Grenades going down from ROFS there, not gonna be able to. Medic coming across, the new medic class being put to use there, no bandages needed. Lottie coming up and over the trench there. Pirate ramp getting taken out as well. ROF's gonna be able to push up and clear that garrison. Clear that OP soon enough. Big spawn from the OP being successful there. Rockets just missing. Blitzkrieg going up and over the top there. Will burn the OP. Get in behind and clear out the remaining WRTB players. Front door a bit open from WRTB. Tiger causing absolute chaos on the from the point itself, firing back deep into the lines here, probably aiming at the Stewart if anything. The garrison for WRTB still standing, but has been sorry, not Tiger, sorry, 76. Sorry, I thought it was a Stewart, not 76, but alas. 76 just behind the boxes here, not going to be able to get a shot at or get a shot off just yet, but ROF's making their way closer and closer through the wee field here. ROFS making their way closer and closer, burning the OPs in the field here. Garrison for WRTB is back here, so ROFS getting very close. Quarter cap had started for ROFS, but it is being snuffed out. Airhead now coming down for ROFS on the east of the point here. Will be protected by two players, Rum and Dingo. Dangerous position for an Airhead as WRTB only have a few players back. So if ROFS do send the team onto that Airhead, I don't know if WRTB will be able to stop it. Do see a spawn point, do see a spawn wave from the Airhead. There are 4 players in total, mainly AT and explosive players there. Lenny getting taken out quickly. Will know there's a player coming around the corner there. Hopefully will take out Lenny. Does take out Lenny, protects the Airhead. Tank leaving the HQ, only a Stewart. Gonna keep an eye on this Airhead here, because this is where most of our players are gonna come from now. Another big spawn wave from the Airhead here. This is going to be a big problem for WRTB if they don't manage to clear out the Airhead. Recon flares going up now. We'll see that there isn't a lot of players left, or sorry, Airhead, defensive Airhead going up for WRTB. Cap has started in favor of ROFS here. Not too many players left. Garrison is still up on the point. We'll be seeing a lot more players spawning on that hopefully in the next few minutes. And burning OPs as they go. Psych leading the charge. You do see the spawn coming in, but ROFS getting closer and closer to that Garrison as we speak. Bombing run now coming across for ROFS here, see where that lands. Frontline almost killing some of their players. We'll get the bomb, we'll get the Airhead, not the Airhead, we'll get the Garrison, and I think it's safe enough to call it there, to be honest, because that's going to be the last bomb point for WRTB. Unless this 76 can do magical stuff, I don't know if it's gonna. Just driving through the point here, not going to be able to put an end to all the players. WRTB managing to get more players back and actually starting to no, they had started to defend for a slight second there, but ROFS losing a lot more players, but I think will they get enough? It might just be enough to cap the point here, and that is going to be it for this knockout stage match between WRTB and ROFS. ROFS will walk away with a 5-0 victory. They were the favourites of the game and they showed us why. Gonna quickly run over the stats. Oh, actually, a second. Yeah, so where's my controls? Why is that not working? Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a great performance from both teams. Unfortunately, ROFS were just a better team that time. Looks like they had a bit more research done. Definitely used their armor a lot more effectively than the way WRTB had used theirs. I think that might be something that WRTB need to improve on in their next games, whatever season that may be in. Best performing squad I see for WRTB is Overlord squad here with Peter Brown. We did see him a lot, the MG of Big Bad. And then in terms of best squad for ROFS, it was the tank squad that we saw at the start with the medium, and then moving on to the heavy. Great performance from this crew here: Donut, Goofy Ball, and JJ. But yeah, no, that's going to be it for this game. I will be streaming a game later between L90 and RMC. That will be at 8 o'clock my time, so that'd be like UTC +1. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that, and yeah, I'll catch you next one.